Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Mediak podcast. Today is episode 68. On this week, we are going over the Blade Runner movies. Jack, how was your week?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Very, I don't know, slow.
That's valid. It was interesting. Uh, Random note. Sorry, I'm looking back at our popular episodes recently, and one of them is the Hellboy remake, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting that, but uh, sorry, I got off track. School has been not fun recently. I had to animate a
Yeah.
movie. Did I tell you that?
You what?
I had to like animate a little short film, like hand
I don't
animate,
think I heard
draw
about
it.
that. No.
Yeah, so I like I have a now newfound like great appreciation towards everything animation because I knew this information. I knew what I'm about to say, but for some reason it didn't hit in until I had to do it. But
Mm.
whenever it says 24 frames per second, that means that it's 24 separate pictures that need to be drawn every
Yeah.
single second. And that just hurts because we were doing it at 12 frames per second because it's for school. it took it was like so like disheartening. Like it actually hurt my heart whenever I put in 50 something frames and it came out at 8 seconds and I was like, "Oh my god, why?"
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That
that's great.
hurts. That hurts. It actually hurts. I was like, "Why? Why?" It made me so sad. It made me so sad. I I I feel so bad for every single animator that has ever existed. Watching anime is completely different now because I'm seeing all these
Yeah, yeah,
crazy shits
knowing.
go on, and I'm like, "Oh my god, someone had to draw that." That's wild. I don't.
Sometimes I get those moments.
Yeah,
Like
I
someone
do
has to
get
draw
that.
this.
It's like
I'm gonna go turn my fan off. Keep going.
you're turning your fan off. I'm confused. How do I talk while Jack's doing this? I had to go tell my roommate to turn down his music because it was really loud, and I didn't want it to be in the podcast and
There we
get
go.
copyright.
That's better.
Hello, who's back?
Yeah, I mean it's the button is like not
Yeah, but I wasn't
even
expecting
five
that, and
feet
I
away.
panicked, and I didn't know what to do. So I was talking about how my roommate had. I had a volleyball game over the weekend. I'm just gonna go off of that topic. I had a volleyball game over the weekend, and it went horribly. We lost 25-9. It was really bad.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Well,
our setter
such
was
is life.
being a loser. It's
You're
okay.
what?
Our setter was being a loser.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like
Like he was just bad or he's been
well,
a dick?
yes, both of those
Okay.
statements. Because he's our captain, and we have like our secondary setter is actually a better setter, but he's a senior and he's the captain, so obviously he's going to play himself.
Ah,
And
I see.
he was playing so fucking bad, like one of the worst I've ever seen him play. And instead of just like switching out for like a set to just cool his jets and get ready, he just was like, "No, I'm gonna play. We're gonna keep going." And I'm like,
Oh, of
that's
course.
a
Yeah.
horrible idea. Like you honestly could not have picked a worse idea. And then everyone just was angry at him, and he was like, "I don't know why everyone's angry at me." And I'm like, "Oh, guess."
Such is life.
Yeah, I
I
hate to see it.
also have I get the people behind me are apparently they have people over. I can hear them talking through the walls. So if there is like faint hilarious laughter, that's
No,
the
I think
people
you're fine.
behind me, unfortunately. I don't think it picks up the mic, but if it ever does, very sorry. I can go bang
It's
on the
okay.
wall.
Go bang on the wall, tell him to
Shut
shut up
up.
and stop having fun. You can't be happy right now. I'm recording a podcast.
30 minutes. Just shut up. What is our
Uh,
average time?
our average time is around 40 something minutes, maybe 50 minutes.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Interesting. Anyway,
Anywho, onto the movie Blade Runner. Which
Blade Runner.
the Blade? Which one did you watch? Because there's three. There's three of the
Um,
first one.
uh, the one that was on Netflix. It's like I think it's the director's cut.
Um, I kind of forget which is the difference. Like one of them has really uncomfortable, weird narration at the end that doesn't make sense. One of them just kind of like ends at the elevator, and the other one has like a unicorn scene that shows that Harrison Ford is a replicant or something like that. Uh, I don't remember which one I watched. I think I watched the one with the unicorn because like the reason I don't remember is because I watched it whenever we first talked about it, and then I watched like a bunch of videos talking about it. If you know what I mean,
Yeah.
because I wanted to get as much information on the subject as possible. And I'm currently looking up the actual differences between
Okay.
the movies right now because I want to know and I don't want to give out any false. Uh,
Info.
yeah. So Google says the end result is a film. Ooh, wait one sec. It just has a bunch of different cuts and stuff. They said that the director's cut is the one with the unicorn. Did you have a unicorn in yours?
Yes, I do remember the
Like the
unicorn
running
line.
unicorn, like the real
Yes.
life one? Okay, yeah. Then I watched the director's cut too, which I guess is
Okay.
on Netflix. I I heard that the theatrical one is the worst one because there's like a bunch of uh issues with that one, and really Scott was unhappy with the way that it came out. So whenever someone was like, "Hey, can we release another version of this?" He was like, "I give you my thumbs up." And then in 2007, either 2007 or 2009, they were like, "Let shut up, man. I was trying to think." They were like, "Let's release another one with different scenes." So they were like, "Okay, let's do
Yeah.
that," and they released it. Um, I
It's weird to think that Ridley Scott did this movie, considering his latest attempts at movies.
what did he do recently? He made a lot of good movies in the past.
Yeah, he made tons of good movies in the
Yeah,
past,
like
but
Alien. Alien slapped.
uh, House of Gucci, Last Duel.
I heard the last duel was fine. I heard House of Gucci was actually pretty good, but really weird.
I've heard some people. Okay, some people hate it, some people love it.
Honestly, that goes with Blade Runner 2049 too.
Ooh, Jigsaw TV show. House of Gucci, Last Duel, Good Fight.
What's Good
Uh,
Fight? I didn't hear that one.
oh, it's a TV series.
Oh, interesting. He did it.
Huh.
He made a commercial for Apple too. I think the first Apple commercial he made.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just done. I don't know. Like he's slowly falling off.
I mean, who isn't nowadays? I mean, look at
Right. But it's.
what's his name?
I mean, it's not like.
Scorsese.
Yeah, true. But it's just kind of unfortunate to see.
It is. I mean,
Project in what the wait?
I promise
Excuse
whenever I'm
me.
rich and famous, like once I'm 80, I won't be like, all the current movies coming out are dog shit. I made the
Yeah.
best stuff ever. I'll just be like, yeah, I get it. It's a sign of the times.
What?
I'm old and loser now.
I'm looking on IMDb and I'm seeing a tab on the right that says projects in development. Ooh,
Hmm?
let's click on this little question.
Do it.
Um, which are projects that are in development that have not yet been announced, but only available to IMDb Pro members. Am I still a Pro member?
What are you
Okay.
doing, my friend?
I'm reading on IMDb,
I'm reading. Okay.
and the number one is 3001, The Final Odyssey, which is
What?
interesting.
Well, I don't know what that is.
It's a TV miniseries, supposedly. A
Damn,
TV show that has not been announced.
that's sick. I don't know
So
what
I
that
don't know
is.
if this is
Something
if
he's
this
doing.
is a Ridley Scott or just random other projects in development generally. Because there's a ton. Details only on IMDb Pro. Curious. Interesting.
I'm very confused on what
3001 of
you're
Final
getting at
Odyssey
here.
is I'm my interest is peaked.
A Final Odyssey. I don't know what that is. I'm looking it up currently. Is that a book?
Uh,
It looks like a book.
It's
It's a
saying
book.
it's a oh, is it a book? I was hoping
Yeah.
it was going to be some follow up to Space Odyssey
Um.
or I don't know, something related to that. It says it's a mini
Oh, it
series
is.
though.
Yeah, it does follow the Space Odyssey.
Cool. Okay.
1 millennium later.
Okay, I'm thinking latest good Ridley Scott is The Martian. And he only
The
produced that.
Martian
Oh no,
slapped.
he produces all these. Never mind. But
Nah, the Martian
yeah,
slapped. The Martian
Martian
heavily
was
slapped.
really good.
We should cover that eventually. We really should.
Yeah, and I've heard from other people that the book isn't so good. Like I've
I
heard,
did also hear that too.
yeah, but the movie's
The
great.
movie's
So
the movie's insane. I very much enjoyed the movie.
yeah,
They fucking killed it on
cool.
that shit. Yeah, of course.
I'd say
Um.
that is the latest good.
Yeah. 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 Um. I don't think we should get into like what preferably is the best version of Blade Runner because I don't really think it matters. At least it doesn't to me.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely do not give a if someone goes like I watched this one, I'll be like, "Cool. I don't know which one I watched because I don't
Yeah,
remember."
right.
Cuz this to the surprise of probably many fans, this is the first time I've watched either of these movies because I just have never had a great interest in it. Like one of my friends heavily recommended Blade Runner 2049 because he was like, it's insane and you don't really need to watch the original one. And I was like, okay, I'll do it eventually. And I just kind of added it to my list and then just never touched it. But I'm happy that I got a reason to go around and watch it because I genuinely had a lot of fun with Blade Runner 2049. And I is it blasphemy to say that I kind of liked it more?
Which one?
The
2049?
2049.
No, I've
Like
heard that too. I
I
think
like the
it's just down to
themes.
taste.
I like the themes of the first one more, but I like the movie itself of the second one more.
Okay,
Does
I
that make
got you.
sense?
I think so, yeah. It's I don't know. I mean, I have heard, like, either side of that, where people like the old one. I think honestly, I think when people say they like the old one just because
Nostalgia.
yeah, nostalgia or they wanna seem cool. Because
I
I
want to seem
think the
cool.
vibes in the first one are great, but they also put me to sleep.
I agree with that, and which is interesting because a lot of nothing happens in the second one. Because I
Yeah,
think that
exactly.
fuck, I'm blanking on his name, which sucks because he did Dune. Is it
Ryan
Dennis?
Gosling,
No, the director. Yeah, Dennis. I'm not gonna try to.
Villeneuve.
Yeah, Villeneuve. He does a really good job of abusing boredom. That sounds like a bad word, but I'm using it in a good sense in Blade Runner because there is a distinct lack of score throughout the movie. There is score, but it's usually just like a piercing eerie sound, but
Yeah,
it's used sparingly because a lot of the time there is just no dialogue and there's no um like sound other than like the ambient noise of like what is going on, and it doesn't feel boring in the slightest because there's always something going on and you're kind of just like watching. It feels like a mystery movie instead of like a movie that you have to think about the implications of what's going on like the first one. Like in the first one you're just kind of thinking I don't want to word this in a way that doesn't make sense because I'm really bad at wording things sometimes. Because the first one you're just like going back and forth on what is right and what is going on and is it right to kill replicants or are replicants allowed to be alive.
yeah,
But in the second one it's more like we're trying to figure out what's going on along with Ryan Gosling. um and I really thought there was going to be like a huge twist in the movie and I was like, okay, like once I like 30 minutes in I was trying to be like a really cool film guy and I was like, I have a theory. Ryan Gosling is going to be the child, and I thought that was all cool and stuff. And then like the hour mark they confirmed that and I was like, well, I have a feeling that's not going to be the big twist of the movie now. So
yeah, right.
I had no idea what was going on and I had a blast with it. And I think so you know that a lot of people hated this movie when it first came out, right?
What, Blade Runner?
2049.
I maybe, I don't know.
I do remember that because I remember the movie was sold. Like I'm looking at the poster right now, and it's sold as a Ryan Gosling, Harrison Ford like buddy cop movie, and everyone
Yeah,
was disappointed whenever Harrison Ford was only in the movie for about 40 minutes out of a 3 hour long movie. So I understand that look, but as someone who didn't really care, I kind of like the mystery feel and the feel of
yeah,
boredom and the emphasis on aesthetic and the relationship between Ryan Gosling's Kay slash Joe and his um, kind of love interest girl.
yeah.
Uh,
I knew absolutely going into that movie thinking it's gonna be a buddy cop movie is the wrong way to go because you're
Without a
gonna be
doubt.
sorely disappointed. But
Hmm.
I don't remember ever feeling like that, and
Neither
so
do I, because I never had an attachment towards any
right,
of these movies.
and I like 2042 fine. So
I liked it a lot. I thought it was pretty good. I give it like I don't want to give reviews right now. We could do it after we're completely done. I didn't know that Dave Bautista was in this movie. That was a big shock to me for some reason whenever I first
that
saw
was a
that.
big draw uh, when it came out. I remember.
Really, that Dave Bautista was in it?
Yeah, I mean, it was more like Ryan Gosling. Oh my gosh, Harrison Ford's back, and Dave
Dave
Batista. Like
Bautista, and then they were like,
right.
"Oh, Jared Leto's in this." I was like, "Oh fuck, God damn it.
When was this? Was that when Jared? Everybody knew Jared Leto was actually not a good actor.
Yeah, because I think it was right before this was whenever Suicide Squad was released, or like right
That's what
after
I
it,
was
or
gonna
around
ask.
that time.
Comparing,
Yeah.
yeah, when Suicide Squad came out,
Yeah, in my
because
notes, I didn't know what to do whenever I saw him, so I just wrote Jared Leto. Continue. You're welcome. I just wanted to add that. What were you saying?
Leto. Uh, I don't know what I was saying actually, so it wasn't important.
Okay.
Clearly.
Okay.
Wonder where I've been.
No, Jack!
No.
Stop. That's a really bad idea. I swear to God, if we get copyright strikes because of you, the other strike is not up. That means we'll have 2 strikes on our channel and we will have to wait longer, Jack.
The other restoration. What's that?
I'm just completely ignoring
What
it.
do you mean the other strike's not
Because
up?
the one from fucking Venom, that one's still there.
Yeah. Oh, when you say not up, it sounded like
Oh
uh
yeah, no, it's there. Like I still we still have like to wait like 2 months before that one goes away.
wait, it goes away?
Yeah,
I am so confused how this
strikes
works.
strikes strikes go away, but the monetization never comes back. Strikes
Oh,
have like a
that
set
makes
like
more
a nine
sense.
month like limit or something like that. And it's
How did I
if you
not
get
know
three
that?
strikes, I didn't know it either until it happened to me. So
Interesting.
yeah,
Well, if you're concerned, we can go back and take it out. I don't
I
have like a
can't
bleep function, so it'll just. Why can't you?
because I'm lazy. Like I full
Well,
on
what's the
can go
16-minute mark?
I can go into Premiere and I can edit that out. I'm just not going to.
Okay.
I'm lazy. So,
Oh well, it doesn't matter for me.
oh
It
yeah,
doesn't
it
matter for me.
100% doesn't matter for you. Like you're chilling, but I'm not. You screwed me.
Oh well, I guess if it did matter for me, I would hear from Anchor about it,
Yeah, whatever.
about the
I'm
last
gonna
one.
talk a little bit more about 2049 than I am about the original Blade Runner because I think that the main part about that movie is the themes of it. Meanwhile, like I thought a lot of like the technical aspects of
For
uh
2049.
yeah 20 wait no no
Okay.
no of the original. Oh my fucking god, why do they have to name them so weird? The original Blade Runner, I think the most important parts are the themes. There is some really
Yes.
cool shit that they did with the looks over the city with how they filmed it. Did you watch the Corridor Crew video on that by chance?
Oh, probably
The
not.
way that they had like the fire come up and stuff like that. They had to
Oh,
film
I
the
might have watched that a
scene
while ago.
like
Is it new?
4 times. I don't know actually, but they had
Okay.
to film it like I watched it recently. That's how I know. I don't know how recent it came out though, but they had
Okay.
to film the scene I think 4 different times so they can get 4 different layers to overlap it. Like, and they were what's the word for it? Masking out different things in each of the shots to make it look like it was dark and like gothic and futuristic cyberpunk kind of looking stuff. And they had to then plate in like shots of fire over top of some of the things to make it look into that. So in reality, it was just like 5 shots all stacked on top of each other because of the time in which it came out, which is like incredible. It was really, really well done for the time. I think Harrison Ford actually he did really good acting wise in that movie, which I can't really say the same nowadays because he kind of doesn't try anymore. He just does for the money.
He's like oh god. Who's that
Bruce Willis,
really famous? No.
he's in everything.
But
And also he
yeah,
doesn't
okay.
try. He does it from his couch.
Yes, yes. Wasn't he like voted like worst actor or something?
No, they worse. They did something worse. They made an entire category for him and was like, what movie did Bruce Willis act the worst in? And it was like 10 movies that he did in 2021, and they were all like really dog shit movies, and you had to vote for which one was the worst one.
That's great.
That's
That
amazing.
is great.
Imagine having your own category for bad acting.
I can't remember. There's some guy like I don't know, some really famous older actor uh who like at some point they just had to like he wouldn't remember lines, so they just had to like give him a piece of paper in the shot or something or like hide a piece of paper with his lines on it.
That's really funny.
So
I
he
don't know
had
who
a
that is.
could read off of it. I don't remember who it was. I can think of their face, but
I can remember his face. So the guy who plays Polka Dot Man in Suicide Squad is in this movie, and that just makes me think that he literally is in everything. Because he's in Dune, he's in this, he's in Suicide Squad, he's in The Dark Knight, he's in the Flash TV show, he's in everything. Like, it's
He's
crazy.
sneaking his way around. I
He's
was
sneaking
gonna
his way
say that's
around.
all. Well, there's two Dennis Villeneuve.
Yeah, it's this and Dune.
Okay, yeah. So I was gonna say it's all Dennis Villeneuve, but
You got
it's
that stupid
he
song stuck in my
spans
head because you sang it,
directors.
Jack.
What?
You got the song stuck in my head because you sang it.
Oh,
Now in there, and I really want to sing it now. You little jerk. I
this
think
is the real threat. Now
yeah,
I
the real threat
spread
is
it
that
like a
I don't
virus.
know how. How did we make it through Tick Tick Boom without singing? But you did
How did
this one.
you?
How did I? How did I? Now I'm gonna start singing therapy right now. Just
Right
just
now?
just to
Prepare.
yeah, just to make fun of you. In Blade Runner 2049, I thought the acting was on another level. Ryan Gosling did such a freaking amazing job with his like robotic approach to the character with little bits of emotion like slipping through at certain times.
Yeah.
And I thought that Ana de Armas, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, she did such a good job as the love interest of Ryan Gosling. I forget her name. I feel bad about that, but I do. Um, just the way that she just kind of like did like her also kind of robotic, kind of emotional kind of thing. It was weird because it was more emotional than Ryan Gosling's one, but it still was. It felt like it was like a robot doing emotions, if that makes sense. And she did a really good job of it. Like sometimes she was like crying in certain scenes and doing stuff while also like holding a straight face. And this is going to be the one time I'll ever say this, but it's fine because it didn't have nudity. But the sex scene in this movie was insane. It was so good, um, because of the way that they had the overlapping things, like where the Ana de Armas's character was over top of the other girl, and specifically the one where they were putting their hands around his head, and there was like the four different hands like grabbing his hair. That was so awesome. Like watching that, I just was like, they probably had to film this scene twice and have Ryan Gosling just be as still as possible so they could just overlay the two scenes together. It would have been incredible. That was really well done. And there's another one that didn't blow me away, but after thinking about it, I realized it was kind of cool. Was the scene at the end of the movie with Harrison Ford and Rachel, because of how
Uh-huh.
young she looked, and also her fucking body dropped. Like, did you notice that? Like, whenever
What do
she
you
was
mean?
shot in the head, the way that she fell down,
Oh yeah.
that was awesome. Like, I remember Corridor Crew saying something about that scene, and they were saying it's crazy, and I couldn't remember if they said that that was just a full CG character or just the way that the actor had to move for that. It was just something else. It was really really cool. I think that they were saying that that was a full CG character, like the entirety of Rachel
That
was
is
just
wild.
CG, which that's fucking crazy because she looked incredible. One of my roommates just got home and is now singing, so if you hear that, I'm so sorry. Um,
I can't hear anything, so
Thank God.
we're
Yeah,
safe.
we're safe. One part about that I really just didn't understand about the end of the movie was after, well, in the middle of Ryan Gosling and the other replicants fight, she like kissed him and then ran away, and I did not understand that in the slightest. I was like, that was unnecessary. I think I didn't see why she needed to do that. Um, I didn't think Harrison Ford did a bad job acting in this movie, but it just wasn't the same as the original one. He was weirder. He
Yeah.
definitely was weirder.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about. Like whenever he was like, "I like this song. This is a good song. Do you want to go get a drink or do you want to listen to this song?" Elvis is singing. You
I get
know?
what you're saying.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
was like I didn't enjoy that. Also, I feel like that dog should drink more than whiskey. I feel like that wouldn't be good.
Yeah. Probably. In this movie, Ryan Gosling punched Harrison Ford right in the mouth.
Like
That
actually,
one
like
scene. Yeah, like
he didn't
actually.
hold
There's a
back.
wonderful, wonderful picture. I mean it was on accident.
Yeah, but that's really
Uh
funny. I wish he did that to Jared Leto.
what's his name?
Harrison Ford.
Harrison
Or you could
Ford.
look up Han Solo.
Harrison Ford
He
accidentally.
actually hates that.
Oh, never mind. It's the other way around.
Harrison Ford punched him.
Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford punched Ryan Gosling Can you open your Discord?
Yeah, on my phone.
Okay.
Unless
I
you want
sent
the
you a link.
people of YouTube to
Oh,
look at it.
the pictures that you sent. That's great.
What?
It is a perfect picture. I encourage all the audio listeners
It
to
is a perfect picture.
check this
Harrison
out.
Ford's like
It's
shit, and Ryan Gosling's
yeah, you
like,
can see I'm
oh
like, oh
no.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
that's
really
that's
good.
that's really enjoyable. That's quite funny. I think he did that because he was old and didn't know how to pull his punches.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, hate to see it, homie. I'm sorry, dog. My back hurts. It didn't hurt last week. That's good, but now it hurts.
What didn't?
Oh wow! I really hope that comes through on the YouTube video because that was a really loud crack.
Oh,
Oh, now I can breathe so much easier now. Wow.
that's. I'm glad for you.
Me too. That
Oh,
feels really good. I'm wearing a robe. I'm really comfortable right now. I just got out of a shower. I had volleyball practice. I'm in a good place. I kind of.
vibing out. Man.
Yeah, I'm
All
vibing
right.
out. Talking
Do you
about
want to
movies.
give it scores?
You have scores? Yeah,
Do you have anything
you go
else?
first. I always go first.
All right. I'm probably gonna. Oh,
You have
I'm
to
probably
grade
gonna
each
give
of
it
them
like an 8 around for both
for both. Okay, I was gonna give a
because
7
I
for the
like.
original and then this one 8.
Okay, that's understandable, but I like the vibes so much in 2042 that it makes up for the fact that it put me to sleep on 3 different occasions.
Wait, the original one or 2049?
Original
Okay,
2049, I was pretty with.
I like the vibes of 2049 more actually.
Interesting. Well, okay. Also, let me clarify that I was in quarantine for 5 days when I watched the original Blade Runner, and I was just sitting around in a dark room not doing anything. And I was like, I should watch Blade Runner. And so I put it on
You should
and I
watch
would
Blade
just
Runner.
like, it, I mean, I had nothing else. Like, I was just sleepy in general. So
It's okay. It
it
happens,
didn't,
man. It really does.
maybe in a different situation, it would have been fine. But I just happened to be sleepy and I fell asleep.
I just happened to be sleepy.
And the movie is like a long lullaby. So
It is a little
good
longer
though.
lullaby. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed them. It wasn't like one of the ones that Jack usually picks, and I'm just like, this was horrible. Why did you do this to me? But yeah, I liked it. I liked
And
it a
do I
lot.
got so many of those I've watched?
Oh my God, you have so many of those you have done to me, Jack. I don't know why you do it. It's like it. I don't get it, dude. I truly don't. You're like, hey, let's watch this movie, and it's not because you wanted to watch the movie, and it's not because I wanted to watch the movie. It's because you already watched the movie. You realized how bad it was, but you're like, you know what, Zach needs to watch
It's
this.
not always bad.
It does happen, no, it does.
It does happen,
It's
yes.
just because it was the last one. Just because the last one was really bad, it holds over. Annihilation was
What was the
different because
last
that was
one?
fun. It was
Annihilation was
Vibranium.
good. Oh yeah, that one was
That
really
one was
bad.
bad. Why did you do that?
That one was
You were
really
like,
bad.
"Oh, I already watched this movie, so like, let's talk about it." And you put me through that. I paid $2 to watch that movie.
Yeah.
It was not worth it.
Yeah. But it tricked you for most of it in thinking that it was good. And then in the end you were like, I just wasted 2 hours. Anyway, we're talking about Blade Runner.
Fuck you.
I just go on TikTok or Instagram and some movie nerd is like, this is my favorite movie of the year. And I am like, there's absolutely no way. And then I watch it and I'm like, that is good or it's horrible. But there is never an instance where I'm like, this changed my life. I have a few on the list that are good.
That one actually irritated me a bit. Um, I got a friend named Clay, and I think I'm just gonna go through his movies that he's watched. You could give half reviews on Letterboxd. I didn't know that. I've just been giving everything fours and fives or zeros.
Is it out of 5?
Yeah,
That's stupid.
I didn't know you could give halves.
It is out of 5 is not dynamic enough
Ha get fucked,
for
Jack. He gave
movies.
10 out of 3.
Like a what?
He gave 10 out of 3.
Oh, who you gave 10 out of 3?
No, my buddy.
Oh, why?
Because
Because he's not cultured.
no, I gave 10 out of 4. I think that or a 3. I
What?
don't remember.
Why did you give? What?
What?
Why?
Why? What did you want me
We
to
had
give
a
it?
2-hour long podcast about how good Tenet actually
I'm
was.
not giving it. I'm not giving it a perfect score.
No, you're not giving. Oh, I'm so stupid. I keep thinking it's out of 10. I'm like,
You're so dumb.
I was like, what are you talking about?
I
How
give
could it
Tenet a 4.
possibly be a
I was
4?
bouncing between a 3 and a 4, just because like I don't know what to do with it. Because there's times in which I watch it and I have a bad time, and there's times in which I watch it and I have a genuinely good time. It
Yeah.
it's such a divisive movie for me.
Yeah.
I'm never watching it again though, unless Jack makes me.
And I think anybody who says Tenet is an objectively bad movie has poor taste.
It's not objectively bad. Like,
It's not. That's what I'm saying.
we need to have another episode on it.
No, we don't.
Yes,
No, we don't.
yes, we do. Jack, you need to watch it again.
I'll watch it again, but we don't need to
Yes,
spend
we
fucking
do.
3 hours taking
Yes,
it
we do.
apart.
We need to have. Hey, the first hour, our first episode, we did not talk about it in a good light.
Yeah, but then I thought about it. That's what I'm saying. Anybody who says Tenet is objectively bad has a poor critical analysis of the movie. And it's
Yeah.
not even like you can there's like a curve where you don't enjoy it and then you enjoy it and then it wraps back
I
around
think
and you
it's like
realize
in
that
the
it's not
same
bad or
situation
it's
as
actually
Interstellar.
bad.
That's like if you don't like this movie, then you're just kind of stupid.
Okay, here's the difference between that and Interstellar. Tenet, I understand if you watch it the first time and think that it's bad.
Yeah, no, I get
You
that.
have to
Yeah.
watch it again and then you'll realize that it's actually like genius. And not just
Okay, I
stupid
wouldn't
for
say
the sake of being
genius,
whatever. No, I
but
would
it's
say genius.
okay. Well, this
Christopher
is.
Nolan can do no wrong,
Oh
Zach.
my god!
He's perfect. He's never made a bad movie.
Ah. Says the Batman Begins. That's probably the worst movie he's made. Let me look it up. We got so off topic. Go on break so we can talk about this on YouTube.
Okay. See you in a second, Spotify.
See ya.
Cool.
Okay, now we're on YouTube, so this is a YouTube exclusive. Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan.
What is this? 68?
Yeah. Dark Knight, Tenet, Inception, Dunkirk. I actually haven't seen
Wait a
Dunkirk,
second.
not gonna lie. Prestige. Prestige is good. Haven't seen
I
Insomnia.
haven't seen it.
Oppenheimer, I'm excited for. I've seen The Following. Descendants, I think he only produced that. Dark Knight Rises. Doodlebug is okay.
See? He's perfect.
No, he made Batman Begins. That's not a good. That's only a good movie. It's not great.
But everything else makes up for it, so it's fine.
Fuck off. That doesn't work like that. So you're telling me that you've seen The Prestige and you think it's the most perfect
I
movie
have
you've
not
ever
seen The
seen?
Prestige.
Yeah, go suck my butt.
Uh,
Do it. Go do it. I understood Inception first try. Inception is his least.
I think I have seen The Prestige.
Really, I actually quite enjoy that movie. Not gonna lie. It's not his best work,
See?
obviously, but I do enjoy it. Can you just shut up? Can you shut up? Just for the sake of you being wrong, I really hope Oppenheimer is horrible.
Despite me.
Yeah, just despite
Oh,
you.
it's free on Prime. All
What
right.
is?
The Prestige.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed that movie.
I was gonna watch Fleabag, but
Fleabag, is that one of his?
I feel like that. I don't know. Some people say it's like the greatest thing ever made.
Some people are always wrong.
It's true.
It's crazy,
You know
like
who
cause
said that? My ex-girlfriend. That's who said that.
yeah. Okay.
So
Well,
maybe she's always wrong.
well, I was just I'm just saying, like the general audience sometimes is really misconstrued. Like someone goes, "This is a good movie," and then someone who's a follower is like, "This is a good movie," and then they pass it on to a follower and is like, "This is a good movie," and then someone who hasn't seen the movie is like, "I've heard this is a good movie," and it just keeps going, even though sometimes it's a bad movie, like with Don't Look Up. I think that movie's
Uh,
horrible. I don't know why people
yeah,
think that movie's crazy.
yeah. That okay. That is a good example.
Yeah, exactly. And Tenet, and
Yeah.
it also does it with Tenet. Like Tenet's a bad movie.
Shut up.
Shut up. No, never,
Shut.
never, never,
Ready?
not happening. Yes.
Okay, we're back.
Hello. If you guys want to hear a very riveting Christopher Nolan conversation, go onto the YouTube side of things. On YouTube, listen to it again, please. Um, other than that, I should have got ready for movie news. I don't think I have much movie news this week.
I haven't heard much, but
Yeah,
What would
really not much happened. I got four things,
Wonderland?
four little fun things. Two of them happened today. That's nice. Let me find the first one. So, uh, they are like working on what?
I found a good bit of movie news.
Yay! Oh, I'm so happy. You pulled through. You don't
It's not
usually do
actually
that.
good,
You
but it's
don't.
funny.
Okay, well, so
Okay.
they're dealing and Sony is gonna expand their like multiverse Spider Verse kind of thing because they did Spider Verse, they're doing Across the Spider Verse, and they're doing a second Across the Spider Verse, but they're also making an entire Madam Web movie, and they cast Dakota Johnson as Madam Web. So let me explain who Madam Web is. Throughout the multiverse, and oh, this is gonna be so boring. I apologize for anyone who does not care like Jack Palmer. Um, so across the comic multiverse in uh, Marvel, there's like one kind of like constant, and that's Spider-Man. Like he is like the keystone to the entire multiverse because the multiverse is connected in like spiraling webs, and the lady who weaves the multiverse is Madam Web. So she like is like the ruler, I guess, of the entire multiverse. And in the original Spider Verse, it's actually kind of funny. The original Spider Verse was actually a group of Spider Men versus vampires who were trying to kill Madam Web, and it was really good. I thought the original Spider Verse in the comics was quite quick fire. So they might probably do something with that with the Madam Web movie that's coming out. I don't know what that possibly could be. I don't know why they're gonna do an entire movie on her, but whatever. So do you remember Tom Cruise's Edge of Tomorrow movie?
Yes,
So
that
what?
was like that one movie or that one book you made me read.
Yeah, I didn't make you read it. It's good.
No, but you gave me the book.
I did give you the book. Yeah. Um. So Warner Brothers wants to make an entire TV show off of it.
Cool, I guess.
I would
What
be
would
okay
they?
with that. I don't know what they would do, but
Yeah, that's.
I'd be fine with it, I guess. Um,
Yeah,
so we got a little bit of I got two last things of news, and they encompass the same thing. So we got a little bit more information on the new Lightyear movie that's coming out because we just got a new trailer for it. So Taika Waititi is in the movie as a space recruit, which is pretty cool. We got a look at what Zurg actually looks like, not just the toy. And Michael uh, Giacchino will compose the Batman score. Fuck, will compose the Lightyear score. He made the score for the Batman. No Way Home, Rogue One, Up, Incredibles 1 and 2, Ratatouille, Coco, Thor, Love and Thunder, Sky High, and Mission Impossible 3 and 4. So, yeah, so be excited for that. He usually makes a pretty fire ass score. So, that'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Jack, can I hear a bit of your movie news?
my movie news.
Your movie news.
Um, new girl. This is from Screen Rant. New girl Winston actor says he was actually intensely allergic to Ferguson the cat.
No way! My
Yeah,
boy Fergie.
that's kind of funny.
That is pretty funny. I very much love Winston and Ferguson.
Wait a second. Zoe Deschanel is spelled with two O's?
I don't know who that is. Is that the girl who
What do you
plays
mean? Yeah,
Gus?
that's the new girl.
Is the new girl? Okay. I
Wait,
didn't know her
Zoe
name.
Deschanel is married?
I guess
What? Oh my gosh. 2015. Oh my
you're coming
gosh.
to these crazy revelations. That's wild.
Crushing.
Who's
She
she
was an
married to?
elf?
What?
What?
In the movie
These
Elf?
the punches just keep coming,
They
man.
just keep coming, man, and that's wild. Oh shit! I didn't write down what I
Interesting.
watched this week, so I have no idea.
I didn't write down either, but I do have.
I don't think I watched a lot. I think I mainly just watched one thing.
Yeah, I don't think I have a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think.
You should find another thing of news just because I think it would be funny to force you to do this on the
Because it would be
spot.
funny.
Yeah, just to force you to do it.
What have I watched?
I'm this. We're not on that.
Oh, I know what I've watched.
You have to find new thing of news. We're not on that yet.
Oh, a new thing of news?
Yeah, go do it. You got this.
All
You got
right.
this. You got this. You got
Screen
this.
rant. Pull through.
You
Um,
got this. You got this. I believe in you.
I'm seeing an article that says why Quentin Tarantino movies are so ridiculously violent, but I think the reason is just because he wants to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. It's like why he has feet in all of his movies
Yeah.
because he just likes feet.
Okay, well,
We
That
don't have to.
one
We don't.
is.
Have to, we don't have to talk about how weird that is. It's whatever. I'm not one for like
Oh my god.
kink shaming, but I will shame that.
Today I have the greatest. My CIS professor is just like one of my favorite professors. And he's Korean and he's a very thick accent.
Hmm.
And he's just like the nicest guy. And he's also like very awkward, but in class he's
I'm
just all
super
over the
awkward.
place. Yeah,
I really
but
want
I
someone to like talk to me for that has only listened to me from the podcast and see how different of a human I am from the
yeah.
podcast to now. I just think that'd be really funny. My uncle really wants to meet you because like I showed him a picture of you and he was like, "That is not at all what I pictured," and I thought that was kind of funny.
Interesting. I want to know what he pictured.
Yeah, he did not picture you.
Huh. Anyway, uh
Continue.
my professor was talking about, I don't know. It's a cloud infrastructure class, so we're talking about the cloud and everything. And he was talking about, he went on a very long rant, and sometimes he talks. The longer he talks, the more his like speech becomes harder to understand. Like
Hmm.
he talks for a very long time, and towards the end of it, like the words start to jumble together and stuff. So it's hard to understand sometimes, but uh he always gets a point there across in the end, so it always works.
That's
But
cool.
uh nicest guy. And he was talking about like the hacker scenes in spy movies, and he's like, James Bond, haven't you seen the new one, No Time to Die? Haha, big joke, he dies in the end, so apparently there is time. And I was like, what? Who? People in this class have not seen the movie, and you just spoiled James Bond for a bunch of random kids. It was the funniest thing. I
the
was
way
rolling.
the way he
No
does
time to die.
die, so there is time. That's really fucking funny. Holy
Oh, and I
shit.
was just like shocked. I was like, did he really just say that? Like, it's a fairly new movie. I don't understand
It
if
came
people
out like
haven't
two
seen it
months
yet.
ago, 3 months ago.
Right. Oh God, man. That was just, oh, killed me.
There is time to die.
So apparently there is time to die.
Why? Why? What cost him to
Yeah, it
say
was
that?
just so unnecessary. Yeah,
It is
like,
not. There was not even hacking in that movie, was there?
no, I don't think so. But he was just talking about spy movies in general.
I do hate like movie hacking. I think it's so stupid. And I
Yeah.
like I know it's not supposed to be funny, but like every single time any character ever says "I'm in," I always start fucking dying. Like
Oh,
it
me
is the
too.
funniest shit to me. Like they just do like clickety clack on the computer, and then they go "I'm in."
Yeah. For anyone who
It'll take
wants to
me. Sorry, continue.
look like a hacker, if you go to the website hackertyper.com,
Hacker what? Oh.
hackertyper.com, uh, it just brings up like a big, like black screen, uh, and like a green
It's hack.
flashing like line, and
It's
you just type, you just keyboard spam and make it
Oh
look
my
like you're
god,
typing
this is the
something.
funniest shit ever. Also, it's
Yeah.
hackertyper.net. Just saying.
Uh, wait, I'm on hackertyper.com.
I'm on hackertyper.net.
There might be different ones,
Become a
but
real hacker.
it's really fun.
This is pretty funny.
So, for your future movies or commercials,
Just be like, this will
when
take
you
me at
need
least
a,
an hour. You have ten
yeah,
minutes. 3 minutes later, I'm in.
yeah, exactly.
It is
It's
always the
it's
dumbest
really
thing.
great.
That is one of my least favorite cliches in film. I hate it, but I love
Yeah.
it.
But nice enough guy, my professor. And then uh he also talked about Mission Impossible, but he got quiet, so I don't know if he spoiled that one or not.
Well,
He might have.
that's less spoilerable because it's been a while
Yeah,
since the last
because
one
nobody
came out.
cares.
What? I like them.
Yeah, they're good, but nobody cares if Mission Impossible is spoiled.
Yeah, because the what happens in Mission Impossible is that they do the impossible mission.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I
Anywhoosies,
have my things that I've watched,
let's
if
hear
you're
it,
still
bro.
looking
I
for
think I've
yours.
only watched two things this entire time.
Oh, okay. Well, I started, well, obviously I've been watching AOT every time it comes out.
That's
Started the new
lame.
Euphoria episode. Uh, AOT is crazy right now. It's just out of control. Uh, and so much is happening that the manga's finished. So started reading that because I'm like, I can't wait for the next episode. So I started reading it uh, just to see what's happening. And it's just wild. It's all wild. Uh, I watched that.
I
Um,
I want to ask something, but I can't ask it because I don't want to spoil it. Because like, I did read part of the. I read the very like last like chapter of the manga just
why?
because I heard a rumor and I was like, this rumor needs to not be true, and I need to
Okay,
find
wait,
out right
don't say
now.
it because I don't know.
I know I won't, but it was like I was like, this is horrible. Like I know he rewrote the ending and he changed it, but I also heard that that didn't do anything to fix it.
Okay, good. It's like Evangelion. Everybody
Yeah.
hated the original so much that they made like 6 different endings.
He, no, but like everyone was like, "This is the worst thing you've ever done. Why did you do this to me?" And like within a week, he was like, "Okay, fuck it, I'll change it."
Why?
It,
Uh,
it was bad. It was so bad.
oh, I have another bit of news.
Hmm.
The last chapter that has been blessed by Kentaro Miura came out for Berserk.
Are they
So
releasing more or no?
no, probably not.
Okay,
As
good,
of right now, they're not. But
good.
I have a feeling that uh, I think there's
It's too
rumor going around
popular.
that
There's no
his
way.
yeah. Well, the rumor has it the editor knows the ending, and so I think they're gonna milk Kentaro for whatever he's worth, and then when
Until
the
after
editor
he
runs
dies.
out of money, he's gonna
Yeah,
try and publish the end in some form.
yeah.
I kind of want like a printed copy of his notes. That would be dope.
That would be way better than just kind of
Yeah,
releasing
and then
him.
just passing it off to some author. Yeah.
Hmm.
But I've been watching that, reading OT. I've been watching the Olympics,
Really, I
skating.
haven't.
Yeah,
Actually, I
Ellie's
have watched a little bit of skating.
yeah, it's I mean, I was just watching it to hang out with Ellie and then
Hmm.
uh as we start like we've watched it like 3 nights in a row or something and
Hmm.
now I'm like this is actually really good. Like I'm super into it now.
Wait, are you still up at Penn State?
I'm no, I'm not up at Penn State right
Oh,
now.
how are you
I'm
watching it
going up
then?
in like 2 weeks or something. Oh, we're watching it over Discord. She has
Oh, okay,
NBC,
that
so
makes
she
sense.
just streams it over there.
Okay, that
If
makes sense.
anybody wants to watch a TV show with somebody else or multiple other people, and you're like Hulu or any other traditional uh, streaming platform, use Scener, Scener. We're not sponsored or anything, obviously, but
I wish.
it's just such a great platform and it solves so many issues.
We should just never shout out platforms until they give us money to do so.
True. Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
For future reference,
It's a
Mila.
useless sponsorship right there. You just wasted our time and money. How dare you?
um, but I started watching this movie called Bronson that's
Oh,
only good because the main character is
is a Tom
yeah,
uh
Tom Hardy,
Tom
and
Hardy.
he's so good. And the rest of it is
I
meh.
watched that movie so long ago, man. Like I watched that
It's a
movie in like
weird,
seventh
weird
grade.
movie.
It is so
Yeah,
weird, man. And we just watched it to make fun of it. It was really
yeah,
enjoyable, kind
right.
of. It was an experience. It
Um,
was definitely an experience.
watch that. I started watching uh my last 2 things. I started watching. I really want to watch Hathaway, Gundam Hathaway on
Mm-hmm.
Netflix, but to lead up to it, you have to watch the first 3 original movies,
Mm.
like original OG Gundam, which is on Netflix,
But
but
it's a
they're
pain.
subbed. They're poorly animated because
Old.
they're animated in
Yeah.
the 80s. So it's kind of hard to get through. And I can't even like I've been doing a lot of stuff like building a Gundam and lubing keyboard switches and stuff, which is like mindless activities. And I like to have a TV show in the background, but I can't even use Gundam because it's only sub. So
Mm, yeah, and you have
uh
to read it.
yeah, I'm fighting through that. Uh but when I got bored of trying to understand that plot because I wasn't paying attention, I started watching this new show on Netflix called Murderville. Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah, I have heard of it. Is it good?
Okay, it's actually really funny.
Okay,
Uh,
good.
so the plot is it's a comedy, detective show, and the kicker, the whatever is so the main guy is I can only remember him as the voice of Lego Batman.
I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Isn't his name like Will
Will
or something?
Arnett.
Yeah, Will Arnett,
Okay,
not Arnold.
he's the
Will.
main detective, and every episode they get a new celebrity guest for the like for that episode, and they don't give the guest a script. So, and Will Arnett is given like a partial script, so they're both like uh, uh, kind of improving and riffing off each other for the episode. Uh, and there's always three different suspects, and the by the end of the episode, the guest has to uh, predict or decide the who did the crime, the murder, or whatever at the end of the episode. And it's always interesting, and there's like clues you can pick up on, and you can if you pay
Is there
attention.
like an actual correct answer, and like is
Yeah,
there an overarching story between the episodes?
um, barely, but it's mostly just like cut and paste
Mm. Okay.
scenarios in different, like with different aspects. And it's really, really quite funny. And you can kind of play along and try and guess by the end of the episode too. But it's at its best when they have actual comedians on. Like they had Marshawn Lynch on for the second episode. They had Conan on for the first one, which was kick
Awesome.
ass. That episode
Yeah.
was awesome. Then they had Marshawn Lynch on the second one. And Marshawn Lynch is like a funny guy, but to follow Conan is kind of a tough act.
Yeah, that is really
And so
difficult.
he was good the entire way through, and he was a great sport about the whole thing. And I enjoyed the episode, but uh it just wasn't as good as like a comedian. And that goes for all the actors were like funny, but not as funny as the comedians who came, like Ken Jeong came on. He
Oh
was so
yeah.
good. Uh Marshawn Lynch had a great bit at the beginning, the very start. He must have had this plan because it was hilarious. And he was like, "Man, do you think I can change my name to Bag a Bitch?" And he was like, "Is that like a Polish name or something?" And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And he's like, "Okay." And they had this like joke where he like called City Hall and was like, "Can I change my friend's name, Marshawn Lynch, to Bag a Bitch?" And he was like, "Okay." And he was like, "Why did you want to change your name to that?" And he was like, so when I catch the killer, I can at the end I can be like, I just bagged a bitch. And I was like, that is just ridiculous, and I love it dearly. It's so funny.
That is really fucking
And that
funny.
was the best part. And then the rest of the episode was like mediocre, but
Embrace the episode's mediocre. That's mean and funny.
highly recommend.
Highly recommend.
Yeah,
You know what I highly recommend?
tell me.
Watching Daredevil. It was freaking amazing. Like I'm not even saying that as like it's a good Marvel show. It's just a good show. I think season 1 and season 3 are the closest seasons of TV show to being perfect as they can get. And
Interesting.
I'm not saying that lightly because I am someone who doesn't typically enjoy many TV shows as much as I enjoy movies because I enjoy shorter easier bites. But season 1 of Daredevil, I could not put it down. Season 3 of Daredevil, I could not put it. Season 2 is okay, it's fine. And Defenders is kind of dog, but you need it to get context for season 3. But season 3, holy fucking shit. Season 1, holy fucking shit, dude.
Yeah.
I can't recommend that enough. It was such an enjoyable time from start to finish with season 1 and season 3. Like the ending fucking scene in season 3 is so good. Like the fight's
Yeah.
really good.
My boss said it was really good too.
It's incredible. It truly is. The final fight between Kingpin and Daredevil is amazing. Like all the choreography is really good, but the fight itself is not the best part. It's what happens after it. The speech that Daredevil gives to fucking Kingpin. It is Charlie Cox fucking kills it. He does such a good job. Like he's just like screaming at him. He's like, "You can't take down the city. The city beat you. I beat you." And it's just so fucking awesome. Like because they had this like chemistry from season 1 to season 3. So there is like a strong connection between the protagonist and the antagonist, and it's just like season 1, the antagonist is like one step ahead of Daredevil the entire time until the turning point of the season, which is like 3 episodes before the end of the season, in which Daredevil gets the upper hand and eventually like ends up winning. Spoiler, sorry. But in season 3, it was like Kingpin was like 5, 6 steps ahead the entire time. and he just had one singular slip up, which made Daredevil slip through. So it was like a fucking fight for him to get even like a glimpse into winning Daredevil until like he kind of grabbed hold of like one bit of like he took advantage of the one step that he got and just absolutely decimated. And I don't want to like spoil it because I think that the entire season is so well done, and the way that they they did it was so good because it was like every single step that Daredevil took was just in the wrong direction because Kingpin thought of it first. And it was understandable that he thought of it first. And everything, it wasn't like a how the fuck did Kingpin know this? Like there's no way he would have figured this out. But you understand that because of some of the things that they set up earlier, and it wasn't just like a he's too smart and it doesn't make sense. It was just like a he Daredevil should have thought that Kingpin thought of this, or like something like along those
Yeah.
lines, until um the thing that put Daredevil ahead and allowed him to win, it was something that Kingpin could have never thought of, I guess, and or something he could have thought of, and no matter what he did, it was unavoidable. I don't want to spoil it too much, but the fighting is really good. Don't get me wrong, but the best parts of the show are actually the interactions between the characters, because I'm someone who does not like side characters all that much, and I think Foggy Nelson and Karen Page, I was on their side more than I was on Daredevil's side the entire show. Foggy is so fucking funny and just a general enjoyable character, and there's so much depth to Karen, and she has like a lot of emotional scenes, and even some of like the off like the side characters, like the FBI agent in in the third season, and Ben from the first season, and the publisher from seasons 1, 2, and 3. All of them have their own good moments. There really isn't a character that I was like, I genuinely dislike this character. So like big thumbs up all around. Go watch Daredevil. You're gonna have to sit through an okay season 2 and a pretty god awful Defenders season, but it's 100% worth it because the first and the third seasons are genuinely perfect in my eyes.
Yeah.
So yeah, go do
Interesting.
that. I'm telling that to you, Jack, too. Other than that, I just watched a couple episodes of New Girl, and there's not really much I have to say about that.
Yeah.
It's good. I enjoyed the show. We wrapped up the part with Megan Fox. I didn't mind it all that much. It was only a couple episodes, so I didn't really care.
Yeah. Megan
Yeah,
Fox wasn't that bad.
she wasn't that bad. It wasn't like crazy. It wasn't like
Ugh.
lame. She
Yeah.
was there.
So so.
It was for whenever Jess was having her child.
I am so confused because I'm scrolling through Netflix right now and it's saying that Sword Art Online has new episodes, but I don't know how that's possible.
Maybe it's like Netflix added them or something. Oh, I did watch something else. I watched Zack Snyder's Justice League again.
Oh, cool.
I like that movie. It's really long. It's really, really long, but I like that movie.
Nice. I'm
Yeah.
glad.
Netflix has
Yeah.
games?
What?
When did they do that? There's games on Netflix.
They always talked about doing that.
I know they always talked about doing it. There's a Stranger Things 1984 role playing video game.
Huh.
This is so weird.
New to me.
This is so weird. I kind of hate this. There's two Stranger Things video games.
Everybody, please watch uh The Town.
Oh,
Please.
the one with
So good.
the man,
Yes.
Ben Affleck.
So good. Everybody watch it.
It, I feel like I say that for every just guy that I don't know the name of. I just call
Yeah.
him the man. The
The
guy,
man.
you know, the homie, the person, the dude.
I kind of want to rewatch Lady Bird too.
I want to watch Lady Bird. I haven't yet.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
I
I want
watched
to
it
do
on a
that.
flight.
I should totally do that. I might do that. I have a long flight in a couple of months going to
There
Utah.
you go. Perfect.
Yeah, might do that. Other than that, I have most of my quarrels out for the week.
I have mine out.
Awesome! Oh my god, voice crack on another existence. We're gonna pretend like that
Awesome.
didn't. We're gonna pretend like that didn't happen because it didn't. Uh, Other than that, comment down below movies that you guys want us to review, or just like things you want us to talk about in general. Go over to our Instagram at Mediak Podcast. Talk to us over there. Go over to Twitter and go. That's called Mediak Zach, and talk to us over there. Other than that, we're gonna start going through some of the DC movies. So next week we're gonna watch Man of Steel, and we'll come back and talk about that one in 3 weeks. We're gonna be talking about the Batman, and that one's gonna be badass. I'm very excited for that.
Very
So,
excited.
yeah, let's see you guys next week with Man of
Yeah.
Steel.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.